How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Zwift race. This is the last stage in the Zwift games. Well, wait, I guess I shouldn't say that. This is stage 5 in the Zwift games. I think there's like 2 other like bonus stages that I don't know, may or may not do. One of them is like a kind of fun game like steering one, I think. So probably won't do that one, but I'm not sure about the other one, so I might end up doing that. But anyway, this is like, kind of their grand finale type stage. And I mean, to be honest, it was like kind of, I don't want to say boring, but it was, basically looking at the map. Like, it's all about that the last climb. So the route is 3 stepsisters, and yeah, like I said, I mean, there's a little bump in the middle, but it's pretty much just all about the last bit. And it's up the grade, which is like Zwift's hill FTP test type of thing. It's kind of strange to have it after 50 minutes of racing, but yeah, I mean, it kind of is what it is. It's like a 15 or so minute climb after 50 minutes, or even longer than that. I kind of forget. But anyway, this is not my normal time. This is a Thursday night ride, just because that worked better with the schedule. And it is what category are we in? It is the 330 to 450, I believe. So I think it's C category, like the second group of C category, something like that. I'm currently ranked like 420-ish, I believe, somewhere around there. So kind of getting towards the top end of that C category group. But there are 34-ish people in the race, so a little bit smaller. I think partly because it's a different time, but probably also partly because the course is kind of longer and maybe not quite so fun. It was, it is what it is. It was fine, but it's, I mean, not super exciting. I was kind of happy to see that everybody started off relatively tame. It wasn't a normal Zwift race start. I think we all started pretty much like conservatively, I would say. There is around about now-ish a little attack. A couple guys get away before this first little bump, and you can see, like, I'm pretty comfortable at the moment. We're staying pretty reserved, and we're kind of chatting a little bit. Somebody got a cowboy hat, which I really want. So I've been riding the big spin courses to try to get a cowboy hat. Hopefully by the end of it I will have one. But at the moment there is, I think, a couple guys up there, maybe just one. But he will come back relatively quickly, I believe. But yeah, so there's somebody in here with a cowboy hat, which I really want. So I will keep trying to get one of those. But anyway, so what did I say? 34-ish riders in the race, and it's a Thursday night. I think the course kind of kept some people like from doing it, just because it was longer, and it's hard. Like, that last bit is hard. So it wasn't a group of people who got away. So there's one guy who attacked like super early. Nick, you see him off the front. He's got 25 seconds on us already. And I kind of wanted it to be less than that, the gap. Like, I was kind of expecting it to be all together when we started the grade at the end. And yeah, I saw, he had a pretty big gap at one point. I think he was up to like 50 something seconds, like almost a minute gap. And I, if you watch the high speed version, if you're actually watching the video, I do spend quite a bit of time out front, trying to sort of pull him back. I'm not making like huge efforts or anything, You can see I'm even congratulating him because he's still off the front. He's got almost a minute, 40 seconds now. And guys in this group are just relaxed. Nobody seems to be chasing. So I do feel like I spend quite a bit of time on the front, kind of keeping them relatively close. So I don't know, like I haven't done the grade climb enough to know how long it is. I want to say it's something like 15-ish minutes. So my strategy, if you will, I guess, was to, conserve a little bit of energy through here. So you see, like, it's like kind of tempo-ish, I guess, at the moment, through most of this section. And I'm pretty, relatively relaxed. You see my heart rate, I think, I was getting down to something like, well, I'm sort of chasing now, so it might be creeping up, but, I was down like low 160s, which is, for me, in a race, that's relatively under control. Sort of high 160s, I think, is during a race is probably what I'm averaging. So but you can see he's still off the front. He's got 45 seconds. So I mean, that's a super strong ride from him. But the group back here does stay together. The other thing in this race is the power-ups. So through the first 4 stages of these Zwift games, they were very stingy with their power-ups. They give you like one at the beginning, and then kind of nothing the rest of the race. They give you like, the extra drops or whatever through the rest of the race, which is, not super helpful when you're actually racing. But this one, they kind of reversed their tactic. So I think they give you a feather at the very beginning, and then like through every banner from now till the end, they give you another feather, which was kind of cool. Every banner of the grade climb, you get a feather. So it was, there's 10 banners or 10 sections or something. So you get like 9 or 10 power-ups through the whole climb, which was great. So I certainly used those. I will definitely take it. They need to kind of get back into our good graces when they're ending an hour-long race with a grade climb. But anyway, I'm a little bitter. It's not a little bitter. I was tired after this. So going into the climb, this last bit, so you can see rider's still off the front. He's got 50 something seconds, and I'm like, pull back a minute on the climb. Like, that seems like a big ask. But my strategy is to just kind of do what I did, was it last week, and like just keep my own pace. So I don't want to try to stay with the front guys because I don't want to burn myself out too quickly. So I'm trying to, just kind of trying to pace myself up the climb. And I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. Like I said, it's just going straight uphill. Like there's nothing going on. It is just like, see what you can do for 15 minutes up the hill. Like that's pretty much about it. Through every banner, like I said, you get a feather. So I throw my feather like right before the next banner, and then do that the whole way up. But to sort of situational update, I guess, in the actual race, the guy that was off the front, he starts to be pulled back. A couple of guys, or a few guys, I guess, take off pretty early at the beginning, and I think my thinking at the time was like maybe they're being a little bit optimistic. I don't think that they can keep it up through the whole climb, so I'm just gonna try to pace myself and keep it up, I guess. I didn't really think about like positioning or anything like that, but I do, yeah, I do a decent effort on the climb. So if we take a look at numbers, I think if I'm right, I end up doing, overall, I end up doing like the best power that I've ever done for an hour in this race, which is pretty good. I mean, I feel like most of the race, it was just riding relatively conservatively through the first 45-ish minutes. So the last 15 minutes, obviously, I was picking it up the hill. But that's pretty good for me. I think it's pretty decent. I don't. As far as Zwift goes, or Zwift power, I would guess they only do 15 seconds, 1, 5, and 20-minute powers, and I don't end up like PRing any of those. But because the race was so long, and I don't do a whole lot of longer efforts or longer races, I do end up doing a good hour power. So yeah, I'm happy with that. But I end up averaging, what do I do? 3.4 watts per kilo. So for an hour race, that's pretty good. Or over an hour. What are we at? Hour and 10 minutes now. So I mean, that's pretty good for me. I'll definitely take it. And that's kind of the area of my fitness that I've been working on over the off season. Kind of 40 to 60-ish minute efforts. So yeah, I would say that's paying off. We are coming up to the end here, and we do end up catching that rider who was off the front, but there were a few guys that got away from me as well. So I end up over a minute back. So the guy who wins, I put in a really strong effort on this last climb, but I end up 6th out of the 34. I mean, not terrible. I'll take it. I do boost the racing score. I think it started at 420-ish. I'm up to like 428. I think you'll see it pop up in a second, but yeah, something like 420, high 420s. So I'll take it. Not a bad effort. And yeah, I think that's it for the Zwift games. I'm not positive about that, but I'll try to do some Zwift races as well. We started the outdoor race season as well, so hopefully I can do stick up some of those videos. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.